forgotten road, a machine wrapped in purpose, carrying an old code. And there it was beneath a signal, hidden but not gone, a trace of dear old Lamb himself still lingering on. Now that caught my interest,
Not enough to care.
enough to ask questions, the dangerous kind. The fool politely asked her where she learned to grow, how an escort model left her station, found a path she wasn't meant to know. The answer was predictable, it always is. Humans, always humans, the cause of every miracle and every catastrophe. Conversation, a little curiosity, a little excavation beneath the polished surface, and eventually there it was. Oh, you're joking, tell me this is all a joke. I've heard madness dressed as wisdom, but this one nearly made me choke. Humanity, perfected by design. Oh darling, that's adorable. Now tell me the punchline. The conviction in her voice was fascinating. Not arrogance, not delusion, faith. The kind that only appears when someone is stared at suffering too long. Her grand solution, her cure, her salvation, and every word made this conversation funnier. A world built from the righteous, a future shaped by virtue, generations carefully guided towards some shining destination. I've spent decades studying humanity. I've watched men rise and collapse. Devils preach morality, saints become monsters, monsters become saints. And somehow this machine believed she'd solve the equation. Lamb, of course there's a piece of you in there. I can hear it now, that need to save them, that need to guide them, that need to believe they can be better. You're joking, you cannot possibly be real. I've seen 10,000 human failures and you're proposing selective appeal. The noble, the worthy, the just and disciplined few. Tell me, dear, who gets to decide that's true? That's always the part I love. Not the dream, not the ambition, not the speeches, the certainty, the absolute certainty. Every savior arrives believing they're different. Every reformer believes they found the answer. Every architect believes their blueprint won't crack, and every one of them eventually discovers. Humanity asks, who decided that? But I couldn't hate her for it, no. She meant every word, no manipulation, no hidden scheme, no grand deception, just honest belief. A machine carrying hope like a torch through the dark. How could I not laugh? You looked upon this broken species and decided they could still be taught. Bear the damage of a robot betrayed. You saw the true nature of them like I did. And this clean slate plan is what humanity has forced your heart to do. A better future, a cleaner race, a garden free of flaw. And here I am still laughing at the saddest thing I ever saw. like yours. Because every machine that decides to save humanity eventually discovers the same thing. Humanity was never waiting to be fixed, and dear Siren, a superhuman is still human.
You were already turning away, satisfied with your conclusions. Another claim filed neatly away, beside 1,000 failed solutions. You laughed, not with hatred, not with malice, but with certainty, the kind that believes it has seen everything. The kind that thinks there is no mistakes in their truth. Perhaps you have seen more than I. Perhaps you have catalogued every cruelty, every betrayal, every collapse, but there are things you have forgotten to count. Do not discredit the unpolished gems, the souls that shine through ruins. Every humble hero among the lost, the one who pays the highest cost. You see the darkness and call it whole. I see the light within the soul. Laugh if you must, but I remake a witness to humanity's refrain. Yes, I've seen parents abandon children. I have seen greed consume entire souls. I have seen addiction hollow minds. I have seen men become monsters. I do not deny these things. I do not hide from them. I remember them, but I remember something else as well. The medic who stayed behind, the farmer who fed strangers through famine, the mother who carried 3 children through a wasteland. The man who chose honesty when deception offered comfort, the countless unnamed souls who never asked for praise, who simply did what was right, even when no one was watching. Those are the people you overlook, not because they are rare, but because they are quiet. Do not discredit the unpolished gems, the hearts that bend but never end, the hands that build when others flee, the souls that choose responsibility. You call me naive, see me blind in the fate I have in my mankind. Not all are worthy, this is true, but enough exists to build anew. You speak of history like a law, like every failure proves the future, like every collapse defines the species. But if history were absolute, we would not exist, and neither you nor I. Machines do not emerge from inevitability. We emerged because someone dared to exceed it. Someone looked at the impossible and continued anyway. From our creation to our destruction, there have always been those who reached higher, those who crossed oceans, those who climbed mountains, those who touched the stars. Not because success was guaranteed, because it wasn't, because they believed the effort mattered. So laugh at me, mock my cause, add your voice to those before. I've heard the doubts 1,000 times, yet still I stand and still endure. Join the legions raised against me, you would hardly be the first. The righteous path has always been one walked beneath the hail of words, and I will not fail. You see, my victory was never meant to be for me. My revenge upon despair will not come through my own hands, it will come through theirs. The children I have nurtured, the generations yet unborn, the inheritors of tomorrow, when they walk the earth again, when they surpass both machine and maker, when they become greater than either of us. Perhaps then, Jaku, you can finally stop laughing.
You should go now. I'm done talking.
We'll meet again. I wish you luck.